Hi guys, I'm Actual Vision and welcome to another video on Grid Game here. Again, thank you to Codemasters for giving me some early access to this wonderful game. We are going to do a test today between controller and the wheel. So I'm using a Logitech G920 today, the wheel that you can use on PC and Xbox, and I'm also going to be using an Xbox controller. First up then is going to be the controller. We're going to do exactly the same track both times. So we're going to resume event here, 3 laps at Brands Hatch GP. So we're going to do 3 laps here with the pad, and then we're going to do 3 laps with the wheel, and I'm going to try and give you the best kind of view as how I'm feeling as we're going here. I'm going to give you points as to what's good and what's bad. So we are all in the minis here, I think. Am I pole? I'm pole here. Well, actually, no, I'm not pole. I'm going to drop to the back, though, of this grid order. So there we go. I'm in first gear. I have got ABS off. I have also got stability control off. And I've also got traction control off as well. So here we go. Manual gears, all of that good stuff. Round turn number 1 here, paddock hill bend. And it grips pretty damn nice. This is, again, with the controller, with the Xbox pad. I've got it set to pretty damn easy here. Oh, that's the wrong grip. Using the handbrake there instead of the downshift. Down to Graham Hill. Got to remember that X is downshift and square. Or, sorry, X is upshift and A is downshift. I'm used to a PlayStation controller. Get a bit of curb on the inside here. But it feels pretty good at this point. I could do with a little bit more rumble in the pad. I guess you don't really get much force feedback with pad on any game. This car's only got 4 gears, or a little bit of contact there in front. You're also going to see the AI here. If you do get aggressive with the AI, they do fight back. You can see on their name, a red helmet will appear if they're angry with you. So let's try and antagonize one. Let's get a bit of curb here. There we go. And it will come up, like Fernando will tell me. He'll be like, oh, you've gone too far here. He's gonna kill you. Not exactly like that though. Oh, run a little bit too wide there. Oh, there we go. And now they're starting to get aggressive. So the AI change their aggression during the race depending on how you treat them. A little bit like online racing, although some lobbies it pretty much starts with them wanting to end your life. But yeah, the pad feels pretty good right now. It's pretty responsive. That's the main thing. It is quite a slow vehicle, I guess, with the Mini. A little bit late there on the brakes. To be fair, I didn't use them. So yeah, we'll have a bit of fun with the first 2 here. And I've just changed up gears a little bit too early there. So yeah, I like to use manual gears. But again, it feels pretty damn responsive here. So they're braking far too early here for my skill level. Obviously, I'm a pro at this game by the looks of things. The racing line, I didn't even think that was a thing. If you don't... Oh, see, there you go. That's a late on the brakes there by that Saeed. So, because I've given him a love tap, he's decided to give me a love kiss. So you've got to use the maximum res with this car. So yeah, the left stick is pretty responsive here. We're going to try and go around the outside of Benjamin Webb, although the gap's not quite there. Is he going to close me off an exit? Well, no, we haven't had much contact between me and him thus far. So he's going to be pretty nice. But actually, I'm going to let him go here. So I can try and make him aggressive. But yeah, the controls are pretty simple. You can bind all of the controls as well. But with a grid game, it's always been a thing that it's for pad. It's for pad only. So I really want to test whether my wheel, you know, I've got a Playseat Pro here and a wheel, whether it's going to be worthwhile. So let's make him angry. Oh. And, well, there we go. So without traction control and stability control, it's very easy to lose it. Oh, dear. Wow. That's a roll. Oh, wow.
Hello, darkness, my old friend. I've come to talk with you again.
Oh, there's someone facing the wrong way. Uh-oh. He's off building sandcastles. I'm pretty sure I didn't cause that. I'm hoping I didn't. I probably did. So I keep dropping down. You can see there's a green helmet in front above his car. That means he's all good with me, but I believe he's aggressive with someone else. I don't know. We've got the same livery here, so it might be because we're teammates. So I'm not 100% sure. So we're on to the final lap of this race then. And I'm going to say, for me, this is the first time I've used this game. And I'm finding it really quite comfortable with the pad, and I've turned all the assists off. So I'm pretty damn impressed so far with the responsiveness. Obviously, with the quicker cars, it's going to become a little bit more difficult. I've got it on easy here, or medium. Oh, crikey. Oh, that's my fault. Cut the corner. Yeah, rallycross. Oh, Brands Hatch rallycross circuit. It's an old school circuit. Sergio Alvarez in front now. So yeah, the controls feel natural. Using the buttons there to change gear, using the sticks, of course, to turn, using the triggers at the back to accelerate and brake. Although you don't really brake with this car. But the best thing for me is you can have the clutch override on as well. A bit like Forza in that respect, where you will indeed gain time over the lap if you do indeed use a clutch. Around the outside of Otto. Oh, no, we're on the inside. Whoop-de-wop engaged. I'll wake up in the morning, that piss excellence. Oh, cut his nose off there, and that's my bad. But yeah, I would say, for me, there's nothing really wrong with a pad. I just don't like using a pad because I'm so used to using a wheel. But yeah, this is a very accessible game. Maybe I'll do oh, can I make a late dash for a win here at the end? Oh, come on, come on! Benjamin Webb's not happy with me in the slipstream here. I'll tell you what, we've got a confetti out. Oh, we're going to pick up the victory. Woo! All right. Yes. First race on grid. Obviously, it's on easy, but I did make a late dive at the end there. But yeah, on a pad, I feel like this game is really quite accessible. Next up, we're going to show you what it's like on a wheel. Welcome back then, ladies and gentlemen. And now on the wheel, I've got the Logitech G920 here in front of me on my Playseat Pro. So this game is supposed to be for pad users, let's say. It always has been a pad-friendly game, but how good does it feel on the wheel? Well, same stipulations here. I'm going to go to the back here on the wheel. We're going to do a different view here. We're going to do cockpit view. I'm just going to start off to the right here and see whether this is a little bit better. So let everyone go through. I should go down to 16th. There we go. And now we can see the paddle shift. Got it nice and wide here. I tell you what, that feels awesome already here on the wheel. For a game that's not supposed to be for a wheel, the start of this race feels absolutely epic. On the curb, on the exit, don't get too much. You can really feel the curb there as well. You can feel it slipping as well if you get on the power too early. It's really clever. So I've made do there. Oh, again, all assists are off. So it's going to be easy to lose the car again. It's quite a slow power car. Oh, there's no gap there. Don't really want to aggravate the AI. But I tell you what, this feels really good. The force feedback strength isn't huge, but I'm sure you could tailor that. I've got it set to 900-degree rotation. I normally go for 1080 when I use Project Cars 2 and other such games. But with this 900, although I've not tried any other option, it feels pretty good. Oh wow, nearly a bit of oversteer there, or I just hit the grass ever so slightly on the exit. And that felt really good. So what I'm going to do, I'm not going to do what I did last race and let them go back through. I'm going to hot lap here and see how well I could do with this wheel. I am so super impressed with this. Like Grid is genuinely supposed to be the game that's just for pad users. It's a very casual game, let's say. People who can't hit apexes, so I'm going to be fine. But I tell you what, this is a whole different kettle of fish. I've run out a little bit wide there. Still a lot to get used to, that's for sure. But I'm pleasantly surprised. That's nice. You can really feel the game slip as well, so you know you can correct mistakes before they're going to happen. Got nice and wide, cutting nice and deep, getting the power nice and early. The force feedback isn't the strongest in the world, but again, I would have to check the options properly for me to be able to check whether that's just a thing. probably didn't need to drop a gear there. I will do for this corner. But the gain's pretty good. The tyre slip's pretty damn good. Again, for a game that's renowned for being arcadey, I hate that term, but arcadey, it's not bad. And you know me, I do not mix my words. I will say exactly how I feel about a game. Again, run a little bit wide here. And that's just my lack of experience. But this is fun. I can't believe how good this feels. I will, off of these 3 laps, tell you now, I will be using a steering wheel with this game. 100%. But what I'm going to do is, again, let me know in the comments if you want me to let my 11-year-old son play on the pad, because obviously he's into his Forzas, he's into his Formula 1s, and he might be able to give a better representation of a pad usage, because obviously I use wheel most of the time. If you would like to see that, then let me know in the comments section. But also, let me know what device you would like to use with this game in the comments section below as well. And let me know if it surprised you that a wheel feels good. Okay, we've tried it with one car, but this car is going to be super fun. It's going to be used a hell of a lot, so it's going to give a pretty good representation. So I can imagine leagues being created with this car for sure. But I am pleasantly surprised here. It's not drop a gear. Used a bit of grass there just to get the rear stepping out, and I probably should have dropped. There we go. So the force feedback isn't the strongest, I'll give it that. But I'm just going to base my, I say review, I don't like to review stuff. I'm going to base my thoughts on what I was anticipating. I was anticipating this game to be very much a pad-friendly only game. The wheel was kind of a second thought. It certainly isn't. So we come up towards the final corner here then. A little bit of hot lapping. You can see that I made a few mistakes, but that's just a new game. Pretty tidy lines. Nice to use a cockpit cam in a game such as Grid. But there's the confetti once again, and we get the victory. But yes, so what should I say? I think the pad's really, really good to use. I think people who use a pad are going to be very, very pleasantly surprised of how it feels. But if you're a wheel user, and you know, there's not many new racing games coming out over the, there hasn't been any real new racing games for a good couple of years now. This is exceptional. This is really good feel on the wheel. I think you'll have a lot of fun with your friends. Again, it's more of an arcade experience, but you can definitely use a wheel and have a lot of fun. I think there's going to be some serious competition on this game in terms of league content from people, probably myself. There's also going to be a lot of Twitch competition, YouTube competition. I feel like this is going to be a nice step in the right direction. It's kind of a nice go-between a sim racing game and something on the lines of Forza. I feel like this is kind of split down the middle, so it's going to be fun. It's going to be fun for absolutely everybody. But if you did enjoy this video, please let me know in the comments down below. Would genuinely appreciate it. And again, if you've got any ideas before the game does indeed come out this Friday, let me know and I will try and produce some content for you all. Take care. Have a good one. Bye-bye.